The Mark III update. This is in King Kong, and it is time to get out of 2001. So, being a 2000 car, and a rather early one if I recall, pretty average, May 2000, comes with a Mark II computer. Somebody upgraded it to a Mark III, but didn't change the software, so it still had the really old, blue, blocky, 1990s looking Mark III software. I would close the door, but it has to remain open during the update process. So we're updating it to version, is it 23? Or it might be a custom version called 24. Sometimes you need a key CD, sometimes you don't. We're about to find out. The Mark IIIs take a lot longer to update than the Mark IVs just due to an older processor. It's something around 5 or 6 minutes. And it's been at full for like 2 minutes, so hopefully it finishes here momentarily. It is Thursday. Let's get a shupdate here. So the 01 Silverstone is ready to go, and it would have been picked up today if the battery didn't decide to die on the last day we had the car. So new 110 amp hour AGM battery installed. Check the torque on the wheels, check the tire pressure, check the fluids. Gave it one more test drive. It is cleared, inspected, ready to go. He'll pay the balance tomorrow when he picks it up. The only thing we don't have down are the master keys. Waiting on the diamond style master keys to return. When they come back, he'll just stop by and swing by and pick them up. They went out for repair. The 02 Orlando Le Mans, he approved us to diagnose the seatbelt issue, the tensioner and the airbag light. So we'll be doing that soon. King Kong is done. He's coming tomorrow for pickup. So that's exciting. We'll have another one out of the shop. Mine's chilling, F10's chilling. Then we've got Frank's. So a couple things came up today. I'm trying to remember exactly what it is. He wanted us to do a door lock actuator, and the window regulator sounded really bad. So we're in the midst of doing that right now. He's bringing by a customer supplied actuator tomorrow. The 02 Le Mans is pending some suspension adjustments in the rear. This side's a little bit low, so we'll get there. And then the most fun part of the day, and where most of the day was spent, was on this. Wow, it looks like a car again. The only glaring problem is we're missing these little doors, little covers for these little doors rather. We'll use a hook tool to pull the door out, snap the cover on, and then let it fall back into place. So we put the front bumper on, and then we tried to put the headlights in. It's like, we're really going to scrape this thing up. So I put a bunch of tape all over it. We didn't end up scratching anything anywhere. But I decided, you know what? I don't want to screw this up. Let's go to Newtist. Let's look up the BMW actual technical specifications. And one of the necessary preliminary tasks for removing and replacing or reinstalling the headlights is to remove the front bumper. So the front bumper comes back off. The headlights then go in 10 minutes, and then the bumper goes back on. Actually, not too bad. Annoying that you've got to pull a bumper just to change headlights, yes. But with the fender liners out, that saves a ton of work. With the belly pans and the fender liners off, this is all still very exposed in here, and I want that to be until the alignment's done. Just in case, one, it gives them more room, but I want to put a few miles on the car, make sure things are good before we really button back up all of those trivial things. So we've got 2 new fender liners to go in. We've got the main belly pan, the little oil filter belly pan, a new manual transmission shield. That thing is so cool. Not very many of those exist, but the headlights dropped in and just fit absolutely beautifully. Bumper to fender is flawless. This is leveled out and gapped really well. This is a touch larger than I think it was, and that's easy to adjust. There's some torque screws under there, so we might make some improvements there. This fits perfectly around the grills. Same deal over here. Of course, this is the side that was not hit, but honestly, it came together really well, so we're happy with that. PDC, of course, in and functioning. We've got the lights in and functioning. I did a whole bunch of tests on that stuff before I then put the bumper back on. We had like 30 codes between the missing PDC and the missing headlights, and all of those are gone. We put back together a bunch of stuff under the hood, aligned the lights. It has not looked this good in a long time. So let's take a peek under the hood. Then we bled out the brakes per the CBS data. I was bitching about that. It's a fresh brake bleed. We re-bled out the clutch. Whew. back to freaking gather. Look at that. We've got a brand new lower air box over here, new micro filters. We had this is the AUC sensor for the IHKA. So we had that code, plug that in, that's gone. Look at little cowl trims here, more cowl trims up here. New seals and gaskets there. This guy's brand new in the front, all new hardware. Really, really, really looking good. So that was the majority of today. I love this new, what do you call this, hood insulation piece. None of them look like that anymore. They're all faded out and they shrink like crazy and all the tabs pull out and they don't fit. Finally got the latches on. Those are super easy to adjust. New one up here. Before you had to push it way in here for it to work. Now you can actually use the rubber part. So that's an improvement. And then there's a little bit of room for improvement in the way it shuts over here. A good push does it. And over here, you got to push a little harder. So I just need to bring that latch out a touch so it seats a little bit more easily. So it's close, guys. It's really close. Tomorrow, allegedly, it goes in for an alignment, which is going to take them all day because every single spec is way, way, way out of whack. If you go straight down the road, here's the steering wheel straight, it is over here to go straight. It's nutty how bad it is. And that was me trying on the tie rods too. So I don't know if the tie rods were messed up in the accident or what, but they're going to have to fix all of that. We got new tow arms in the back. All that stuff was loosened and kind of haphazardly put back together in that we didn't make markings on eccentric bolts. It's like it's getting aligned anyways. Just screw it together, torque it down at right height, let them make the adjustments. So that's tomorrow, at which point we'll be able to put some gas in it. I think the registration's still active. 2022, what month? May. Yeah, we're good. It could go home tomorrow. It is 11:30. I have just finished dinner. I went over to In-N-Out, and it was not In-N-Out. It was in. I'm still here. What the hell? I'm still here. Then I was out. 50 minutes. It was good. It was worth it. But you drive over there, you get in line. It's like 10:20 by the time I got there. And I get in line, and the line is all the way down, and it turns around, and it's like 5 cars away from spilling out into the Plaza parking lot. The In-N-Out parking lot's full, but the Plaza parking lot is, different. There's Ross and grocery stores and a Which and all this extra stuff in the Plaza. Whatever. I was in the 545, sat there, called Larissa, talked to her for a while. Got my food, came home, wolfed it down. I'm going to bed. My back, my knees, and other stuff, that lyrics, and that's dirty. Tomorrow is Friday already. I will talk to you then. Good night.